Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom is back, and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. Today I'm bringing back a series that we haven't seen in a while, and that is indeed Top Drives Top 10. Now I got a question for you guys. If you have any ideas for what you want me to make for a Top 10 video in the future, let me know down in the comments below. I've done like a lot of Top 10s already. I've done like the nicest pictures, the worst pictures. I got that whole Tier 1 or Tier 5 series, but today is going to be Top 10 cars that I want to get again. So I was thinking about this because yesterday I posted a 1 million pack opening where a lot of people were like, wait, you like Peugeot now? Because obviously I named it I love this Peugeot because I knew that it would just turn a lot of heads, and it did. No, the thing is I still hate French cars, I still hate Peugeot, but I really wanted that Peugeot. I really needed it. It was a cash cow. It's a money maker. It's one of the best front wheel drive cars in the game. In fact, it's the best front wheel drive car in the game that you can get that isn't a price car, so that's why I was so excited to have it. It doesn't look that bad either, to be fair, and stats are amazing, but you know, it got me thinking. I'm pumping out 1 million pack openings at least once a week if I'm not saving. If I'm saving for like a new update or something, then you know, you might not see a couple pack openings for a while, and that's because I'm trying to get like 2, 3 mil, 4 mil, 5 mil for a nice big pack opening. But I was thinking, you know, I'm literally doing these pack openings every week. I'm opening a lot of packs every week. I'm opening at least 30 ceramics a week at this point, getting a lot of new cars, right? We got 2 epics yesterday, 2 legendaries the time before, ultra rares here and there, and I was thinking to myself, okay, I got a lot of cars. We always know about the wide body, the DBS Superleggera, and all the Aston Martin legendaries. Everybody knows that those are the cars that I really want. But how about cars that I want that I already have? I got reasons for all of them, so today's video is going to be the top 10 cars that I want that I already have. I've made so many videos, you know, top 10 cars I want from Italian, Renaissance, German Renaissance. I don't think I made one for ER, but I made one for GE. And really, it was just like, okay, I've always been talking about cars I want that I don't have. You know, I'm always looking at things that I don't have, and like new things that I want. How about things that I already have but I just want more of? I guess that sounds a little greedy, but that's going to be the top 10 video for today. So starting us off, we are in Super Rare because I want more. Coming in 10th place of these Ford Mustang GT convertibles. I genuinely think that these are going to go ultra rare after its buff, because when you look at it, RQ49, 4.30 to 60, 86 handling, top speed of over 150, and it's not only a convertible, but it's also medium ground clearance. That is a lot. I mean, the 0 to 60 itself is already unprecedented. When you want to compare it up to other medium ground clearance cars in the game, there really isn't anything that comes close to it. The only thing that comes close to it, I guess, is the Honda Accord at 4.9. That's a 0.6 difference, and this is drag spec. So usually there'd be 5 seconds, and this is like standard tires, and you know, it has 6 less handling. What I'm saying is that this car is so incredibly amazing because 4386 medium, when you compare it to some medium ground clearance ultra rares, I don't have any because most of them that are, you know, trash in comparison I yeet. But if you compare it to the ultra rare, it's 4287. 4386, 4287. It's 0.1 differences in handling and 0 to 60, but the RQ difference is like from 49 to 52. If anything, the RQ difference, in my opinion, should be at least 50 to 52. I think that this is genuinely going to be, and this should be, an ultra rare. In fact, I've even tested it out, and this car 233 is better than 323. That sounds like literally every ultra rare performance tire car. You know, it's better 233. So this is already performing better as a 233. And you know, this is something that I found out recently because these two that I have max are 323. So honestly, this should be an ultra rare. I see no reason why it shouldn't be, and that is why I want to get as many of these Ford Mustang GT convertibles as I can, because if they get a buff to ultra, or I guess in this case a nerf, I'll be getting myself a nice amount of fuse material. In fact, I already have 3 fuse, actually 2 fuse, because this one I want to get 233. So I'll have 3 maxed. Anyway, moving on to 9th place, we are going to ultra rare now, and that is going to be the Renault Sport Megane 4RS. Now, why I want this car is because this is the only one that I have, and I got it a long time ago, 609 days ago, and I upgraded it the wrong way, 969. What I should have done is 699, and that thing will get 97 handling. I really want to get a second one of these because it's a decent all-rounder. Now, usually I hate all-rounders, but this one is actually not bad because usually all-rounders would be 4694. But the handling on this is actually very, very impressive. And if I got it 699, it would hit 97. Combine that with decent MRA, I mean, it's 76, so it's like not the worst, it's not the best, but it's good enough. And it's front wheel drive. It's a really niche car and a useful car to use for clubs, obviously. You know me, I want multiple of club cars all the time. And yeah, that's just a car that I want to see again. I haven't seen it again for a very long time, and I wouldn't mind getting a second one, maxing the second one. You know, this car, in my opinion, is kind of like the same level of importance as the Magan Trophy, which is 98 handling, medium ground clearance. Why? Is because although it doesn't have medium ground clearance, it has the MRA, it has good handling, and it has that low RQ advantage, 51 RQ. I mean, it almost can't get better than that. You know, honestly, the only thing that can get better than that would be the Lotus Elise because it's 50, but I don't need more of those because I already have 3 of those maxed out. So I would like to get 2 of these maxed out, maybe even 3, but that's number 9 on the list. Now, moving on, we've got a pretty big jump to the 8th place, and that is going to be in RQ58. And here, where is it? Oh god, we gotta scroll. I overshot it already. Here it is in 8th place. It is going to be the Opel Corsa Super 1600. This thing needs no introduction. Literally just for clubs. It's the breast. Oh god, it's the best front wheel drive car, front wheel drive off road car for clubs. For that reason alone, I want to get 5 of them and max them out. That's it. That's literally it. So that's why I want those. I don't even want 1 more of those. I want 3 more of those, if anything. Anyway, moving on, we're staying in RQ58 for the same exact reason. That is the Lotus 340R. Once again, I want 5 of these maxed out. So, you know, I'm on 2 of the Corsa, 2 of the 340R. Give me 3 more of those 2 bad boys, and I would be a happy man. Basically, I want 5 of these as well. Now, unlike the Corsa, if I get 5, they'll all be 323. But for the 340R, I'm probably going to go 4 at 996, 4 at 699, and 1 at 969 just for the slalom and the hairpin. But for the most part, one of the best cars in the game. It still beats that Blue X Siege on literally anything twisty, so I love to use this. It's super light as well, 608 kgs, and of course 97 handling. That thing is amazing, combined with a very impressive 0 to 60. So now moving on to the 7th. No, yeah, 6th spot, because the Lotus was 7th. So moving on to the 6th spot for, and obviously, I'm not going to talk about the martinis. I know what you're thinking. I shouldn't want more martinis because I hoard them. The thing is, I don't really hoard martinis anymore. I have 6 of them max, and I'm going to be real with you guys. I never use them. I never, ever use them. I am now hoarding a different ultra rare, which I will max if I had 20 of them, and I will talk about that later because obviously it's in the list. But the next one that I want to talk about, the next car that I really want to get is indeed the Maloo. The Maloo R8 LSA. This is the only one I have, and I have it at 996. And I really need a second one at 699 because it's now the best medium ground clearance ultra rare for city streets. I'm not sure how it compares to the Pontiac price car, the G8 GXP, but what I do know is that it does beat the Evo 4 on a medium ground clearance city streets. I'm not sure if it's both small and medium or it's just one, but the fact that this car can beat an Evo 4, you know, it's enough in its reputation for me to want more of it. So definitely I want a second one, 699. This is the only one I have, and as you can see, I've owned it for 693 days. It's an old car, and I need a second one. Now, it has that Riders of the Storm tag, so hopefully I get lucky with those ceramic packs. And I'm not going to buy any, obviously, but like, you know, the ceramic packs that I win from events, hopefully I get lucky with them, get an ultra rare, get myself a second Volkswagen Maloo. I will be a happy man. But moving on now, we got 64, 64, 64. Starting us off is, of course, the new Ultra that is replacing the Martini in my hoard list, and that is the Roof BTR, baby. I got 4 maxed out already. I don't want 5 of these. I want 20. I want 30. I want 40. This is like the Ultra Rare D-Type, basically. But I'm going one step further because the D-Types, I kind of just let them sit there in the garage and they can look pretty. The Roof BTR, I go one step further. Whatever BTR I get, I've never fused a BTR ever. Every BTR I get, I will max, because I love the BTR. I love it so much. It has replaced the Martini in my heart. Don't worry, Martini is staying as a Patreon perk. I'm not gonna change the name to Roof BTR tier. That would be pretty funny though, but pretty sad for the Martini's sake. But I love this car. I love this car so much, and obviously what this car has over the Martini is that this thing's actually useful, and I use it a lot. Main thing though is that I only really use the 332 a lot. I use the 233 sometimes, but for the most part, I do go 332, and if I do get 20 more, I will probably 332 every single one. I already have 1969 and the other 699. The only times where I use the 699 version is when there's like 4 track sets, 3 of them are drags, but 1 is a fast circuit. Then, you know, at that point, it is justifiable to use the Roof BTR. But anyway, moving on, the next car that I want to get multiple of is a Ford, and that is indeed the RS200. This is coming in 6th place in my list, or actually 5th. I'm counting these backwards now. But this is like, we're moving into the top 5 now. It's a Ford RS200. This is, you know, a car that I've had for literally ages, 862 days. I got this car when it was an Epic, I'm pretty sure. I know I got it once when I was an Epic. I'm not sure if I fused the Epic version and I got another one that was Ultra, or this was the Epic one that went down and I kept it and I maxed it out. I can't remember, honestly. I just remember pulling one when it was an Epic. I'm not sure if I ever pulled one when it was Ultra, to be honest with you. But that is an absolutely amazing car. I need a second one of these, and a third, and a fourth. It's amazing. And of course, it's medium ground clearance now. Like 4090 medium ground clearance. Similar situation to what we saw, and 4-wheel drive. Similar situation with what we saw with the Mustang GT convertible. This car might go back to Epic, considering that it's medium again. Who knows? Anyway, last one I want to talk about is indeed the Chevrolet Colorado ZR2. This is now coming in 4th place. The main reason I want this is because although it got nerfed, it doesn't have 84 handling anymore, there is this one American daily, the off-road American daily. You guys probably know what I'm talking about, 5 off-roads, where I always get like 3rd. And the main reason why I get 3rd in is because I'm always like 1 Colorado short. I need 3 Colorados, a Raptor, and a Trailblazer to be 1st. Or maybe 2 Raptors, 2 Colorados, and like 1 Trailblazer. But, you know, in any way, I have 2 of these. I got 1 Raptor, I got the Trailblazer. That's 4 out of 5 cars. And then the last thing, the 5th car that I need to use is basically filler. I usually put in the GMC Sierra All-Terrain X, but it's still not as good as a Colorado, even though that got buffed and this got nerfed, which kind of shows how good the Colorado ZR2 is. But yeah, I just need a 3rd one. I just need a 3rd one for that daily event. That's literally it. That's why. Having 2 of these is actually sufficient. I just need a 3rd one just for that one daily event. But now moving on to the top 3 cars that I want more of. The first one, and now we're in the Epic ranks, is literally for the same reason as I want the Colorado, is the Ford F-150 SVT Raptor. Same reason. I just want to be 1st in that American daily. You know the American on-road daily? I'm 1st in that all the time. For a daily event, like, that's actually pretty nice, and like, I would love to be 1st in this other American one, the off-road American one, but I can't because I need either a 2nd one of this or a 3rd of the Colorado. Either or, whichever comes first, I'll take it. That being said though, I would still love a 2nd F-150 because it still is the best American off-roader in the game. Now this was one of my first ever epics. I've had it for over 1,000 days, 78% win ratio, and over 4,000 races. This thing is amazing, and it has been the staple of American off-road in the game for so long. The only time when this thing's gonna get trumped is when there's a new American update. And we know Hutch, they pump up updates like literally like once a year now. So like, this will be the king for a long time to come. So with that said, I would love to get another one of this. I'm kind of gutted because I could have had 3 because there were 2 Tri-Series events where this was the tier 2 prize car. But I can guarantee you when they were both the tier 2 prize car, I tier 1'd both of them, which is kind of funny. It's like whenever the tier 2 price car is good, I get tier 1, and when the tier 2 price car is bad, I get tier 2. It's weird, you know, like the wide body, I ended up getting the Senna. When it was the SVT Raptor, I think it was the Urus? Was it the Lamborghini Urus? Urus? I think it was. I might be wrong, but it could be one. And then there's another one where this was a tier 2 price car, but I wish I had more of that. I would definitely max them in numbers. So moving on to the number 2 spot, the second car I want the most of extras that I already have, if that makes sense, is indeed an Aston Martin, and it is indeed the Aston Martin CC100 Speedster. Basically, right, it's the Mercedes SLS Roadster, but better. That's literally what it is. This thing is amazing, man. 100 MRA, or if you want to be super detailed, 99.98 MRA, 3.30 to 60, 98 handling. This thing has it all. It has the MRA, it has the top speed, it has the low 0 to 60, and it has the handling. The only thing it doesn't have, I guess, is medium ground clearance, but who cares, right? This thing is amazing. This thing is amazing. I would love to have more of this. I'm so happy that I got it from a GE pack, out of all things. I got it from a GE carbon fiber, not an Aston Martin carbon fiber. I've gotten every single other Aston from an Aston carbon fiber, besides the one that I don't have, obviously. But this one, the only one, I got it from the GE. Oh, also the other one is the Virage. The Virage Volante, I didn't get it from an Aston Carbon. I got it from, like, if you remember this, I got it from my daily carbon fiber. So that's pretty nice as well. Anyway, moving on, the last car that I want multiple of is a legendary, and obviously this one you might probably know already, and that is indeed Hollywood. I want 2 Hollywoods. I want 3 Hollywoods. 3 Hollywoods, I'm probably not gonna have 3 max Hollywoods, but I can guarantee you if I got a second Hollywood, I would max a second Hollywood. I would. Imagine having 2 Viper ACRs. Like, look, my Dodge hand is already insane, okay? But, like, I just want to go one step further, because if I get 2 max out ACRs, let me just show you real quick. Legendary, manufacturer, and Dodge. If I get 2 Viper ACRs, that basically means that I can run an entire legendary hand of Dodge all maxed out. Dude, I would love that, honestly. That's the dream. I'm currently working on the GTSR very, very slowly, though. I'm very, very, frugal with my epic fuse material because of tri-series, obviously. But yeah, as you can see, it has started. It has started. It's at 363, and soon, not very soon, but in time, the GTSR will be maxed, and I'll have 4 max Dodge legendaries. So I would love to get a second Viper ACR, and of course I'll have 5 max. If I get a second SRT Viper, a second Bollywood, I wouldn't mind that either. If I get a second one, I'll probably 996 it, because I think it hits 2.60 to 60, so that's pretty nice as well. But anyway, that's gonna be the video, guys. That is my top 10 of cars that I already have that I want more of. Let me know what your list is. I'm pretty interested to know what cars you already have and what cars you might want more of. Obviously, there's a lot of, like, obvious ones. If you own a 962C, you probably want a 962C. If you have a Remac, you probably want a second Remac. Oh wait, Leo, you already have 2 Remacs. That's insane. But yeah, just let me know what your list is. You know, what cars you already have and what cars you want more of what you already have. With that said, I hope you guys have a great day. Remember to stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.